You are suing your sister, Miss Lisa Miller, for $2,000 you say she owes you.
Dropped my niece off what was supposed to be 6 weeks turned into 6 months.
How did 6 weeks turn into 6 months?
She was having fun, so I let her stay over there. You would think that he could just do me that favor. I didn't know it was some kind of paid service. He didn't bring up money in the beginning.
I didn't hear from her at all, y'all.
For 6 months.
No word, no text message, no email, nothing, Your Honor.
I love my daughter. I'm not talking anyway
I didn't
about
ask you about your love for your daughter. I'm asking you about your actions with your daughter.
For the first time, we're bringing justice to you. Your location is the courtroom, and the truth has nowhere to hide.
That tells me all I need to know. I understand you don't like each other. I don't care.
Judge Faith, a former criminal prosecutor, legal analyst, and now creator of the first courtroom where justice has no walls, filters, or boundaries. Only truth. Virtual Justice with Judge Faith.
Hey there, it's your favorite judge. Before we dive in, don't forget to hit the subscribe button to join the fastest growing court community on YouTube. Remember, virtual justice doesn't happen without you. So go ahead, subscribe, or risk being held in contempt. Mr. Terrence Miller?
Yes, Your Honor.
I understand you are suing your sister, Miss Lisa Miller.
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, Your Honor.
For $2,000 you say she owes you for babysitting expenses.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, I'll start with you, Mr. Miller. Why don't you give me some background on your relationship with your sister and how the two of you ended up in court today?
Well, Your Honor, what happened was my sister dropped my niece off what was supposed to be 6 weeks turned into 6 months. When that happened, I didn't hear from her. I had expenses from my niece. Overall, I needed some kind of compensation. Like, you just don't drop somebody off for 6 months and don't say anything.
Well, hold on a second. When you say she dropped your niece off for 6 weeks, how old is your niece?
My niece is 12.
She dropped her off for 6 weeks. Was this supposed to be like a summer vacation? What was happening here?
100% sure. My sister just was like, "Hey, can you watch the niece?" I said, "Fine." She really didn't give a reason.
Agreed.
So I had no problem. But like I said, 6 weeks turned into 6 months.
Okay, and what happened, Miss Miller? Why did you need your brother to watch your niece for 6 weeks or 6 months as he testified to?
Well, I'm going to be honest with you. I had some issues going on. I had to move from one apartment to the next. I needed some self-care. I've been a single mom for 12 years. I was having a tough time. Anybody that's a single mom would understand that. So with him being my brother, you would think that he could just do me that favor. I didn't know it was some kind of paid service. He didn't bring up money in the beginning. He just said, yes, she can come over, hang out with her cousins. So I didn't think it was a big deal.
How did 6 weeks turn into 6 months?
She was having fun, so I let her stay over there. What's the big deal? It's my brother. He can watch her.
You don't do that. Like 6 months. You don't do that. You just don't do that to family. You don't do that to anybody.
Were you in communication with your daughter, Miss Miller, during this time period?
Yes, I was in communication with my daughter, maybe not every day or every week, but I definitely text. He got text messages. He responded to them.
Well, what was going on with you that you couldn't communicate for days at a time with your child?
I was busy.
Busy doing what?
Self-care.
Really?
Yeah, really. Yeah, I needed some time
with the
away.
12-year-old at your brother's that you dropped off at your brother's for weeks. You're busy doing self-care and having fun.
She can chill with her cousins. It wasn't a big deal.
Okay,
She'll
but
be
I
fine.
already got 10 kids to feed. I got
You
10
barely
kids to
even
feed.
did anything for her. You act like you was changing diapers.
In the court, Miss Miller,
Yes,
Miss Miller, I didn't ask about his other children. I'm asking about yours.
exactly.
What
I'm asking
exactly
about
did he do
yours.
for her, Your Honor? He didn't do anything. She can make her own ramen noodles. She can get on the bus. She can do all of that by herself. I taught this girl how to cook since she was 8 years old. He didn't do anything for her.
There's more to it than
I'm
that.
actually starting to think, Miss Miller, that your daughter might be better off with your brother.
Yeah.
Because of the attitude and the things that you're saying in court from one mom to another. It's a little shocking to hear, actually. And I don't know if your flippant attitude is because you're masking other issues that you're dealing with or what's really happening, but it's really disheartening to hear you talk this way about your own child.
I love my
And
daughter. I'm not
recognizing,
talking
I
anyway
didn't
about her.
ask you about your love for your daughter. I'm asking
I
you
don't
about your
think you do.
actions with your daughter, how you're treating her, not your love for her. Those are two different things.
So 6 months
I do not
determines that I
think
don't
you
love
are
my daughter. 6
recognizing,
months.
Miss Miller, I don't think you're recognizing the impact that your actions are having on your child. I don't think you're recognizing that.
Fine. She
But you will.
smiles. She's happy. She's
Yeah,
fine.
nah, she's not. It's more
Mr.
to
Miller,
it than that.
during
It's more
this
to it
6
than that.
months time period, can you tell me what's been going on with, I understand your niece's name is Jordan.
Yes, it is.
What's been happening with Jordan during this time
Okay.
period?
Jordan, been going to school. She had doctor's appointments. She had sporting events, everything. I was there for her. Like, her mother saying that she taught her how to cook and all that stuff, but I was there for her emotionally and everything else. Like, it was a rough 6 months for all of them.
Now you're suing though for $2,000. Was there ever a discussion about money?
Coming up,
Was there a discussion about money and compensation for Jordan's needs during that time period? Because you're saying during the 6 months time period, she sent you no money.
He doesn't even pay rent.
What kind of parent, wouldn't give, some kind of compensation for you taking care of their kids?
Is Jordan here today? I'd like to hear from Jordan. Now you're suing though for $2,000. Was there ever a discussion about money?
Yes, it was, Your Honor.
And what was that discussion?
Not in the beginning. Tell the truth, Terrence.
Well, Your Honor, what had happened? I mean, 6 weeks turned into 6 months. I deserve some type of compensation. Like, I got
You
kids that I
asked you what
gotta
you
take
thought
care
you
of.
did.
What did you
deserve-
actually do?
What did he do? He's putting a roof over your child's head.
And that's
What are
all
you
he
doing
did.
during the time period?
Exactly.
He doesn't even pay rent. He
Okay,
got
but
over there.
I
He
got
got
other
6
kids.
baby
I
mamas.
got other kids as well. I got other kids that I gotta
Yeah.
take care of as well.
You're
Giving him
talking about
anything.
him. You're talking about him as if you don't like him, but you're entrusting your most valued
Always had issues
Did you
since we
think
were little. It's
she should
always
be
something with him.
with him.
It's a
You're talking about his household.
irresponsible.
Miss Miller, I'm speaking. You're talking about his household. You're talking about him, but this is where you want to send your child to live for 6 months.
Exactly.
Yeah, she can go
Him?
in there and play with her cousins. Yeah. Yeah, he's
Okay.
got a house full, so one more child is not going to hurt.
So let's back up for a second, Mr. Miller.
Yes, Your Honor.
You say you feel like you deserve something, but I'm not asking you about what you feel like. I'm asking you, was there a discussion about money and compensation for Jordan's needs during that time period? Because you're saying during the 6 months time period, she sent you no money.
Yes, Your Honor. I believe when she first dropped Jordan off, we might have said something about it. I believe
No,
we did.
no,
But I mean,
no.
6
He's
weeks
lying,
turned
Your
into
Honor.
6 months.
Miss Miller, I cannot hear. I need you to be quiet. And if you talk out of turn again, I'm going to ask my court staff to cut your microphone. Mr.
Well,
Miller,
he needs to tell the truth.
Your Honor,
cut her microphone. I want to hear from her again until I speak to her. Mr. Miller?
Well, Your Honor, I believe at first, like I said, we did say something about some kind of compensation. But, I mean, through it all, I mean, you dropping somebody off, 6 weeks turning to 6 months, what kind of parent, wouldn't give, some kind of compensation for you taking care of their kid? I mean, I just feel it's only right for her to provide some kind of financial means for Jordan. Like, it's just her daughter. Like, if it was my kids, I would do that.
And I understand what you're saying as a matter of principle, but I just want to understand and be clear, was there ever a discussion about money involved?
Months later.
I believe it was, Your Honor. I believe it was.
Okay, do you have any proof of that? Do you have any text messages to back that up? Anything?
Well, Jordan has a text message that we had that she saw. Yes.
Jordan does? Is Jordan here today?
Yes,
Is she with you still, Mr. Miller?
Yes, she is.
Okay. Do you mind if I speak to her? Is she prepared to talk about this case at all?
Yes, she is, Your Honor.
Okay. I'd like to hear from Jordan.
Okay.
Okay,
Yes,
Jordan,
yes.
I appreciate you being here today and being willing to testify in court. Thank you for coming. How old are you, Jordan?
12 years old, Your Honor.
And what grade are you in?
7th grade, Your Honor.
And I heard that you are a good student. You get good grades?
Yes, Your Honor.
And you're a smart young lady.
Yes, Your Honor.
And of course, you have learned at an early age the difference between the truth and a lie. Am I right, Jordan?
Yes, Your Honor.
And you understand the importance of you coming into court and telling the truth?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. So you've been living with your uncle for the last 6 months. How's that been going?
Coming up.
When your uncle filed this lawsuit, you got messages from her. What did those messages say?
So, my mom said he was going to pay my uncle $500 for taking care of me, but she never paid that amount, so...
CPS could actually be called on you.
I think they need to, Your Honor.
You are so petty, just Mr. Dramatic.
Stop directing your energy at him because he is not the problem. You are the problem. You've been living with your uncle for the last 6 months. How's that been going?
It was really fun. He's been helping me with my homework. He helps me with food. And he even gets me to my soccer game. And I really appreciate him for that.
That's wonderful. And during this 6 months time period, have you also been talking to your mom? And did she tell you the reason why she asked you to live with your uncle for a few weeks?
No, she has not, Your Honor.
And I understand, Jordan, you say right before this court case, when your uncle filed this lawsuit, you got messages from her. What did those messages say?
So my mom said he was going to pay my uncle $500 for taking care of me, but she never paid that amount, so...
Tell the truth.
Yeah.
But she sent that in a text?
Yes. I have screenshots.
Okay. Oh, you do have screenshots. Okay, I would love for you to send those screenshots to my court clerk so I can see those before the end of the case today. Okay, well, thank you, Jordan. I want to say to you, Jordan, that for 12 years old, you're doing well in school, you're playing soccer, you're involved in extracurricular activities, and I received a couple of letters from your teachers. They all say that you are a joy to have in their class, and that you get along well with others and that you're a team player. I just want to say, keep up the great work. You're doing a great job. And I'm really proud of you. And so are your teachers and your school principal and your soccer coach, just hearing from them and reading their statements in court. So keep it up, Jordan. And thank you so much for coming here today. I appreciate it.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, Mr. Miller, is she out of the room? Because I don't want her to hear what I'm about to say right now. I want the child to be gone. Okay.
Yeah, he's gone, yes.
Miss Miller, you ought to be ashamed of yourself. It's embarrassing. And you're not a good parent. You're not being a good parent right now. I don't know what's going on in your life.
Can I talk? Is it my turn?
No, you cannot speak. As I told you before, you do not speak unless I ask you a question, and I am not asking you a question. I am making a statement. I am disgusted by what I heard here today.
Yes.
You are raising a child who is going to have to recover from her childhood because you have essentially abandoned her. That is what we have here today. You're in civil court, but CPS could actually be called on you.
I think they need to, Your Honor.
Because you've essentially abandoned your child.
Oh, you're so petty. You are so petty. Just Mr. Dramatic.
Stop directing your energy at him because he is not the problem. You are the problem.
He's always
and
been
you
the problem.
Need help.
No,
who brings their sister to court? Seriously?
I do, because it's no history.
This case is so much bigger than $2,000. My heart breaks for this child. My heart breaks for this child. And you don't make that decision. You don't make that decision. Mr. Miller, I know that shots have been taken at you today about who you are, your living situation, but because of the way Jordan has thrived in your household in the last 6 months, I
She
don't
was
trust
thriving
or
before
credit
his
anything
household.
that I am speaking. I don't trust or credit anything that Ms. Miller has said today. I don't trust or credit anything that Ms. Miller has said today.
Thank you. Need to do
And
it.
I thank you from one parent to another for looking after this child at this very pivotal and vulnerable time in her life when
Yes,
she
Your Honor.
needs her parents and she doesn't have them.
Yes, Your Honor.
I'm going to order Ms. Miller to pay you $2,000, but
Maybe
I'm
she
also
get it.
going to order this matter to be transferred to family court because there are some larger issues at stake, and I'm very concerned about the welfare of Jordan and what's going to happen in the
Judge, didn't
future.
you say you got
You
stuff from
are
her
not,
teachers?
excuse me, you
Or
are
didn't
not.
you get letters from her teachers?
Yes, and it had nothing to do with you because you abandoned your child.
Oh, it had everything to do with me. She's been there with 6 months for him. Where do you think she got it from before that?
Want more? Get weekly insights on the law, love, and real life sent straight to your inbox. Join my community at judgefaithjenkins.com. Subscribe to me on YouTube at Judge Faith Jenkins and follow me everywhere, Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook. Okay, Ms. Miller, see, a big part of your problem is the attitude that you've had with your brother, and an even bigger part is the attitude that you've had with the court.
He's
Ungrateful at all. Ungrateful at all.
I find you in contempt of court. I'm transferring this case to family court because I would like for Jordan to have some counseling, and whatever they do there is in the best interest
Well,
of the
make
child.
sure you give
I'm
him
having
some
the
counseling too. Terrence needs counseling too.
Ms. Miller, you can leave. You can exit. I want to talk to
You're
Mr.
for the
Miller.
streets.
You can
That's
leave
your
and
problem.
exit. The family court
You'd rather
judge
be in
and
the
the family
street.
court clerk will be in touch with you. Tyler, remove her from the case. We're done. Mr. Miller, I'm transferring this case to family court. I find that it's in the best interest of Jordan that
Yes,
she
Your Honor.
have some additional support in her life right now. I find that she's been abandoned by her mother
Yes,
for
Your
the
Honor.
last 6 months. She's only heard from her when this case was filed.
Yes.
And when her mom thought that she was going to be in trouble, she reached out to Jordan then. I don't know the circumstances of what's going on with your sister. I don't know. I'm not going to assume what those circumstances are. She was very combative today. She did not want to, obviously, she didn't come here to try to solve a problem. She has a lot of other things going on in her life. I don't know that the best place for Jordan is actually back with your sister right now.
Right. Well,
I surmise that it's probably not.
Right. Yes, Your
So,
Honor.
but I want to get you some additional support,
Yes, Your Honor.
and family court is going to be the best way to do that. So I'm going
Okay.
to transfer this case over, but I am going to rule in your favor for $2,000 because I think your sister sent text messages saying that she was going to send money to help take care of Jordan, which is her
Yes.
responsibility to do. And I think you asking for $2,000 is reasonable because you spent far more. And I know for you, it's not about the money. It's about the principle. And this, I hope, is a wake-up call for your sister. I'm glad you filed a lawsuit against her. I
It's
hate to
more
see
help
families
her.
in court, but I'm glad you filed the lawsuit because I think it's a wake-up call. I think it's what she needs. And also, I think that Jordan needs some additional support right now in her life.
Yes,
And
Your
I
Honor.
hope that you all get that, and I wish you well. But my verdict in this case is for you in the amount of $2,000. Good luck.
All right. Thank you, Your Honor. Thank you.
On today's episode of Virtual Justice, I heard a case where a mother left her 12-year-old child with her brother for 6 months. No legal guardianship, no formal custody, just gone. Let's be clear, family court exists to protect children when adult choices start to look more like abandonment than parenting. Yes, I understand life gets hard, but 6 months is not a quick fix. It's a detour from responsibility, and children aren't built to raise themselves emotionally while the adults in their lives are figuring things out. Too many kids are growing up having to heal from a childhood they didn't ask for. If you were that child, you know how that pain lingers. But here's the truth. You get to break the cycle. You get to decide that your children will grow up feeling safe, seen, and prioritized. The court doesn't just step in to criticize, it steps in to course correct, because kids deserve better than being an afterthought.